All right, that'll do it with warm-ups. We are live here from the NoCo Ice Center in Windsor, Colorado. Sunny Windsor this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. I don't know. You can't keep track of a day when you've been drinking since midnight. We got the ladies making their way in. We got the kids getting last-minute instructions. We got the parents moseying their way out of the preseason bar. And we've got Linden, Cobes, and Kindig, Santos and Connor on the blue line. As you probably already know, Malachi Perez will be filling in for Hunter. Hunter's hopefully going to be back by Vegas. We've got two other young men out today. No Cody and no Bracco. As Linden passes up to Cobes. Cobes going to carry this one in. Cobes looks to take a shot, hits a shin guard, goes wide of the net. Kindig chases it in. Centering pass, intercepted there, comes back out to Santos. He fires it into the corner for Kindig. Kindig picks that up. He comes back out to Santos. Santos goes off of the near side wall, back behind for Linden. Comes all the way around for Kindig. He holds it in. He plays it back to Cobes. Cobes gets taken out, and NoCo's going to clear the zone. They'll come around. That's going to be icing. And we'll come all the way back down. Looks like we'll be skating with a single referee today, so all calls will be questioned. All goals will be counted for black. At least on our unofficial scoreboard up here. As we've got George Thorogood playing through the worst speaker I've ever heard in my life. 328, we'll have the Shorty, Cole, and Will line out there. Milky and Oli on defense. Oli skates into the corner. Centering pass deflected wide by Oli. Nice play by Oli to get that one out of there. Puck comes onto the near side board. Shorty chases it there. Played out towards the side but didn't come all the way out. Then Cole hit it over for Will. Will plays it up just out of Shorty's reach. Cole's going to chase this one down. They'll wave off icing as NoCo chases that deep into their own zone. Comes around the far side corner. Shorty sees that bounce into the thing. Comes out towards the blue line. Milky comes in, takes a shot at that. Knockdown in front. Dribbles on towards the net but doesn't get through. Puck comes along the near side boards. It'll come all the way out to Oli. Oli holds it in at the blue line. Plays that into the corner. Shorty chases that down. Comes around the far side. Will skates over to that. Played up by NoCo all the way out of the zone. They're going to go ahead and watch that go all the way down. They're going to wave off icing as Oli gets back to it. Oli collects the puck. Going to get a forward line change as Oli passes that all the way up. Taken there by, that is, oh my goodness, Marco Lombardi. My goodness, had the name on the tip of my tongue. Marco, Lucas, and Drew out there. Lucas passes it back towards Drew. Drew picks it up behind the net. Goes in front to Marco. Marco tried to get a backhand. Didn't quite get all the way through to him. Now Marco takes it around. Plays it out to Santos. Santos gets a shot off. Bounces all the way through. Gets in on net. Nice save by the goalie. Puck comes out towards the blue line. They're going to be skating in on Connor here. Connor with a little poke check there. Gets that off of them. Lombardi picks it up. He looks to pass it up to Lucas. Doesn't quite squeeze through. Now Lucas is going to chase it into the NoCo zone. NoCo plays it back behind their own net. Taking their pass up. Santos tries to pinch. Doesn't get that puck. Clearing pass gets broken up by Drew. Drew's going to fire that one in. We'll get 5 new skaters out here as the Cobes line comes out there. Oli gets out there, followed by Milky. Played back in behind the net by NoCo. Milky gets there first. He rattles it around the boards, hits Kindig on the stick. Kindig goes across, hits Cobes, but gets all the way through to Linden. Linden's going to carry this, and he's going to take a slapper from the blue line. Goes wide of the net. Kindig tries to hold that in on the skate. He passes it into Linden. Linden skates in. Glove saved by the goalie. Linden was looking high, glove side. Goalie was able to flash that leather. Puck is dropped. Skated out of the face-off circle by NoCo. They try to go around Milky. Comes back in. Oli skates back to that one. He plays it up along the boards. Played to the center. Linden tries to get to the backhand. Now Cobes got it. Cobes passes it up just out of Linden's reach. Linden's going to skate onto that one as it goes into the NoCo zone. They try to clear it, but Linden's able to knock that one down. He gets it on his stick. Goes in front. Nobody's home. It's going to come all the way through. Kindig's going to skate over to that one. Cross ice pass by NoCo. They're going to skate it in towards the blue line. Shot goes wide and the net comes all the way out towards the point. Linden skates out to that. Comes back around, hits Ole in the skate. Ole's going to skate behind the net and pick that one up. Ole's got the puck on his stick. He bashes it along the near side boards. Linden's going to skate up to that. He slaps that in towards the net. Goalie's going to watch that hit off the side of the net as we get a line change. Shorty's out there with Will already. Looks like Cole's coming behind them. We'll get Santos and Connor out as well as Will hustles back to that one. Will picks it up behind the net. Passes it up to Cole. Cole hits the boards. Couldn't quite get it through to Shorty. Comes out to the blue line. Shot on goal. Stick to side by Lombardi in goal. Yeah, by Malachi. Comes out to the point. Played in there. Connor's going to come back to it. He backhands it into the near side corner. NoCoRed goes back behind the net. Santos will chase it there. He pinches that player off now. Connor comes over. Pass comes up to the point. Cole rushes out towards that. Deflected away from the goal by Shorty. Puck comes back behind the net. Santos comes back to it. He and Shorty are working for it back there. NoCoRed comes away with it. Shorty throws the body into him. Puck comes along the side. Hits off the near side. Now Santos will play that up to Cole. Cole will see that one out of the zone. Plays it across center ice. They're going to wave off icing as we got the second referee out here. Cole and Will on the forecheck here. As NoCoRed is just able to clear the zone. Comes all the way through to Connor. Connor goes hard off the boards but doesn't get past NoCoRed. Now Drew skates onto it. NoCoRed looked offsides. There's the whistle. I was going to say it sure looked offsides to me. Hadn't heard the whistle and it came a little late. They had the music going in the pregame, but now it's playing off one tinny speaker over the opposing team. It's cracking me up. Comes back to NoCoRed's blue line. They play it all the way across the ice. Milky skates up to that one. NoCoRed plays that in beside the net. Comes in front. Still in front. Thank goodness Lombardi skated across, got that out of the way. My goodness, that puck felt like it was in front of the goal forever. As Lombardi played it just behind Drew. Drew's going to skate over to that one. Turns that player wide. Puck comes in behind the net. Marco skates back to that one. He had hit off his sweater. He's battling two NoCoRed players as that puck bounces to the far side corner. We got a delayed penalty. Looks like it's going to be on Arvada as that hand went up. They're going to say Arvada did not touch that one up. NoCoRed dumps that one in deep, and that'll touch up. So we're going to get a slash, probably on Marco, only because that was who was back there, which shows what I know as Drew goes into the box. So we'll get Connor and Santos on the penalty kill. Kindig and Linden. And they finally figured out the music. It's tricky to figure out the music. Linden on the face-off. Puck is dropped, stays right underneath their skates. Down goes NoCoRed. They come out to the point. Held in at the point. Linden skates out to that one. Played along the near side boards, now back behind the net. Connor's going to skate onto that one. He gets there first. He plays it up to Kindig. Kindig shovels that one out of the zone. Comes out to center ice. NoCoRed goes across ice. Linden comes and chases it along the near side boards. NoCoRed recollects at their own blue. Play it up along the near side boards. They're going to try to carry it in on Santos. Santos skates up to that one, gives a stick a slap. Now Kindig takes over, runs that player wide. Takes it in the near side corner. Back behind the net. They backhand around there. Now Santos will skate back to that one. Point pass to the point comes in lazy. Linden chips at that one. Can't quite get it out of the zone though. Now Santos is giving that kid trouble. Backhand gets kicked down by Connor. Connor comes off the near side boards. Nice clearance by Connor. Get that one out of the zone. 1:11 left to go in this penalty. As Ole skates out there. We're going to have Ole and Connor out there for a second. As Ole skates over, wraps up that player. Gets his stick free. Now he backhands it up against the near side boards. Nice play by Ole there. Comes back inside. Holds that puck. And he plays that up towards Kindig. Kindig had it. Now he plays it up to Linden. Linden's going to skate this in. He's going to look for a shorty here. Linden shoots. Oh! Can't tell if that hit the stick or the glove. It was high glove side and knocked down by the goalie. It's going to come all the way back into Malachi. He'll lift up his stick, let Ole take this one. Ole spins around, plays it right behind Linden. Linden chips at that one. It will clear the zone though. No NoCoRed players decide they want it, so Linden just skates up and backhands it into the zone. Comes all the way back towards Ole. Ole got his stick on that one, but NoCoRed's going to pick it up. 25 seconds left to go in this kill. As NoCoRed goes across the zone. Played up to the point. Big slap shot. Blocker to side by Malachi. The exact opposite slap shot coming from the other side as that one didn't get much on it. Now Milky's trying to kick it up. Kicks it just out of Shorty's reach. Comes in front. Ole's there to break that one up. And then Shorty's going to skate onto it. Shorty gets to it. He gets it across the center ice. Now he's going to skate in. Makes a move to the net, but couldn't get it through the legs. Now Shorty gets a backhand on net. Excuse me, that was Cobes got the backhand on net. That'll do it for the penalty, as we got all three centers out there right now. Milky passes it up towards Shorty. Shorty holds it in the zone. Shorty's gonna skate this one in. Shorty goes to the backhand, tries to backhand it on near side, and they knock the goal off. They're gonna go ahead and wave off icing, as Milky's gotta hustle back to this one. He tries to level a hit. Now Santos will come clean it up. Santos gets the puck. He skates it up, passes it up, taken by Shorty. Shorty skating up. He's pinched off the puck there. Now Cole comes in, but NoCo ends up with it. Centering pass broken up by Will. Will skates over to the near side, comes back towards Santos. Santos picks this one up. He comes around the back of the net. Santos plays it up along the far side boards, just out of Shorty's reach, and NoCo slaps that back in deep. Santos will be the one to skate back to that one. He's got Will ahead of him, tries to shovel it up to Will, ends up getting it up to him. Will hits Shorty. Shorty can't quite control that one though, and it bounces off to the near side boards. Now Shorty backhands that to Will. Will couldn't get a stick on it though. He's going to try to get that across to Cole, but he couldn't quite get a stick down to it. Now they're going to call a hand pass, and we'll get a center ice face-off. It won't be center ice, just to prove me wrong, one of those things. So we're going to have Drew, Lucas, and Lombardi out there. Milky and Ole on defense. Puck comes in. Lombardi chases that one. Comes out towards the blue line. Milky will pick that up center ice. He held that puck maybe a half a touch too long. NoCo got a stick on that. Now Ole's got to play that up. Goes into the NoCo zone, not far. NoCo tries to clear that out. Milky gets a stick on it. Doesn't get a whole lot on that. But fortunately, Lombardi was able to pick that up at center ice. A lot of stick reaching and then across the center ice as that goes into the NoCo zone. Now Lombardi will skate onto that. Played across. Drew came up. Now NoCo collects across center ice. They'll dump that in deep. Ole will skate back there. He'll be the first one to it. Came off the door a little bit funny. Ole had trouble playing it, but he ends up with it. Backhands it up to Lucas. Lucas tried to find Lombardi. Now Drew will have it. Drew's going to skate this one up. He's got Lombardi to his right. Ends up behind him, and NoCo recollects. They go across ice. Milky should intercept that one. He holds up. Finds Lucas, then Lombardi has it. That seemed like well too many men on the ice, but no call there. As NoCo collects behind the net. We'll get the Cobes line out there. Ole and Connor on defense. Nice pass by Ole. Hits Kindig into the zone. Kindig looks to make a move. Gets it taken off his stick momentarily, but he gets it back. Shot hits off the near side skirt. Wrap around. Actually came trying to find Cobes out in front. Eli does a nice job to hold that in. Linden's going to skate into the corner. Played around by NoCo. Kindig skates up there. Now puck comes across. We're going to be 2-on-1 as Santos retreats. Santos chases that player wide. Works the shot wide. Malachi has no trouble with that one as Malachi makes the save. No rebound given. Nice job by young Mr. Perez. Good job by Santos to take that player wide. Took away the pass. A couple good back checks there, ensuring that shot had to get off quick. NoCo will get a fresh line out there. Cobes will stay out there with Connor and Santos as Kindig does a nice job skating into that face-off. Played across by NoCo, kicked into the zone. Ole gets there first though. He plays it up for Cole, who plays it up for Shorty. Now Shorty and Cole both go shoulder to shoulder, ends up back in NoCo's zone. Cross ice pass deflected aside by Will. Milky will chase this back down behind his own net. He plays it up along the boards. He's going to find Cole. Cole skates this up. He tries to go to the backhand, got taken off his stick. Ole's there to clean it up though. Comes back up to Will. Will just tries to play it into the zone. He gets taken out from behind. And then cross-checked on the ground. And we'll get a penalty for that. I thought maybe the first one might have been a penalty as Will got tackled. Then the player getting ahead and gave him a cross-check to the back as Will was trying to get up. And Arvada will go on our first power play of the game with 2:19 left to go in the first period. Still 0-0. We'll get that modified defensive pairing of Linden and Ole here. Drew, Lucas, and Linden. Or Drew, Lucas, and Lombardi, excuse me. Lombardi shoots that one just over the net. Linden's going to have to hustle to hold this in. He holds it on the backhand, but doesn't get it in deep. NoCo's able to hold that, but Drew intercepts it. Drew passes it up to Marco. Marco walks the line and scores. Nice pass by Drew. Found Lombardi. Lombardi's stick handled that one in, got it to his backhand, and went over the stick. We got a 1-0 lead, Arvada. That will be Lombardi from Drew at least. Not sure if there'll be a secondary assist or not on that one. Nice way to capitalize early on a power play. We'll keep Drew's line out there. Milky will come out for Linden. We'll get our normal lines back in order as Ole collects out in his own zone. He looks to come up the boards to Lucas. Lucas passes it in the front to Drew. Drew's going to skate this one out. He takes it across center ice. 1:50 left to go in this first period. Drew comes in, takes a shot. Big rebound in front. Lombardi just about had another one as that one came out front. Puck comes into center ice. Milky plays that up for Lombardi. Lombardi's going to dump that in. We'll get 3 new forwards as all 3 of those boys skate off for a change. Out comes Kinden, Cobes, and Linden. As that puck comes in, Kindig breaks that up. He dumps it in deep. Now Cobes is going to go on the forecheck. Chases it behind the net. That player makes a move. Puck comes out to Kindig. Kindig takes a shot, hits a, I don't know if that hit a stick or a shin pad, but it ended up high, wide of the net. You got a real good view of NoCo's stream there as I was watching the game, not watching the screen. We'll keep those. I'm trying to feed the goal can and work the camera at the same time. I'm not capable of doing 2 things. As Cobes wins that faceoff, Linden sweeps it into the near side corner. He chases it down. NoCo fires it all the way around the boards. Connor tried to keep that in, but ended up over his shoulder. But he makes a nice pass up to Kindig, who makes a nice pass to Linden. Linden takes it to the forehand. That shot gets deflected high over the net, but Linden was just about able to pick it up behind the net. Nice play for a NoCo defender from his knees to break that one up as Santos plays that in. And to get a penalty on somebody. Cross check. Looks like on 97 for NoCo as he's skating that way. I didn't see it. So we will go with the second cross-checking penalty on NoCo on another power play here. As we will get Drew out there with Lombardi and Lucas. Santos and Linden on the blue line. 49 seconds left to go in this first period. Puck is dropped. Lucas chases that in the near side corner. Now Lombardi takes it. Lombardi looks to find a pass. Still stay handling it around. He takes a hit in the back. Oh, pass came across. Oh my goodness. Lucas tried to find Drew across the net. Drew just wasn't quite ready for that one. Puck came out to Lombardi. Lombardi had a chance at that one. Now NoCo's going to chip that out. That should be icing as long as it clears the line, and it will. That puck was rolling. Didn't know if that was going to have the right angle to hit off the Lucas. That one trickles on towards the net. NoCo takes that. They bash it around. Linden's going to chase this one. Rolling puck ends up slowing down right as it crossed the blue line. Linden collects it in our own zone. He skates it up. Takes it across center ice. He comes in with a full head of speed. Gets it sticked away into the near side corner. Tries to go centering pass. Didn't get through. Comes out to Santos. Santos skates up. Takes a shot. Got in on the glove. Goalie didn't play it cleanly. Nice job by Lombardi to hold that in. But that'll do it for the first period. We'll go to first intermission up 1-0. will break with the first intermission into the second period. Arvada up 1-0. 1:11 left in the penalty. We'll have Shorty out there with Will and Cole as Shorty takes that in. He plays it on the backhand. Tries to take it up the near side boards. Nice job by Will to hold that in for a second. It ends up on Shorty's stick. Shorty takes a shot blocker down by the goalie. Shorty and Cole try to hold that in, comes out. Nice job by Ole to hold that in. He blasts a slap shot. Hit a stick in front, but he got all of that one as Will chases it into the corner. Will ends up playing it out to Shorty. Shorty goes on the backhand across to Cole, just out of his reach. Cole take that, tries to take a shot. Will tries to backhand that on net, but it ends up wide. NoCo collects that one. They go across ice all the way. Milky's gonna have to skate back to that one. That one should be icing, and it is. 33 seconds left to go in the penalty. We'll come all the way down. We'll get a forward line change here as Cobes comes across with Linden and Kindig. You'd think I could say Burns, but I'm just not that smart. Burns out there with Cobes and Kindig. Puck comes back out to Linden. Linden chips that one in. Kindig will chase that one in. Puck comes out. Milky pinches up, holds that in. He plays one across the ice blindly. Nobody's there. Now Cobes will skate over to that. Now Linden ends up skating up to it. Linden does a good job to keep that in front, and the goalie has to cover it. Nice job by Linden on the forecheck there. Had a couple of pucks bashed against his shin guards, but he was able to skate that one in. We'll get blue liners changes. Ole and Milky go off. Santos and Connor come on. Please don't try and make me say Hoganson. Connor Hoganson out there. We'll keep the Cobes, Burns, Kindig line out as NoCo tries to clear that out. Held it. Oh. Connor tried to hold that in, then he goes down. Then he's skating in on Santos. Broken up there at the blue line. Hoganson will let Kindig kick that up to Linden. Linden's going to skate this in. Linden goes forehand, backhand, goes wide of the net. Tries to play it back out in front. I think that'll do it for the penalty as NoCo's got 5 skaters out there. Cobes turns that player wide. He's got to dump it in. Ends up dumping it in on net. And Malachi will cover. Not quite the power play we had last time. Got a couple good opportunities there. 12:31 left to go in this second period. We'll get Drew out there with Lucas and Lombardi. Santos and Connor will stay out there. Lucas tries to get his stick out. He was all wrapped up. Couldn't quite get the stick down to that one. Ends up coming just over Connor's stick. Knocked aside. Good job by Connor and Santos to prevent a shot there. Played in the corner. Now Connor's trying to get his stick on it. He plays that corner player into the boards. Drew comes over to help out. Puck comes trickling out. NoCo takes it. Shot from up close. Malachi's just going to reach over and cover that one up. Shot was not on goal. It hit the side netting. And Malachi was reaching for it, trying to come down, see if he could get that. He did cover. So we'll get a defensive zone face-off for Drew. Drew on the face. NoCo takes it up to the point. Lombardi comes out there, has that shot deflect off the shin guard. Good job by Lombardi to block that shot. Played up towards the point by Lucas, but NoCo's going to hold that in. They take a nice move. Nice shot. Blocker or kick save by Malachi. Another one, nice save by Malachi. He made about 3 saves in succession there. The last one was the prettiest as that came in and close. He kicked that pad out there, made the save. Now Drew's going to try to pick up an errant NoCo pass. NoCo is able to clear the zone. Lombardi's trying to play that as he's moving the wrong direction, but it ends up coming to him here at center ice, kicking that up to himself. Couldn't quite get the Lionel Messi across center ice, and the puck will come into Santos. Santos skates that one up, passes it over, hits off Drew's stick up to Lombardi. Lombardi finds Drew. Drew tries to stick handle across, but NoCo takes it off his stick. NoCo's pass is going to come all the way through, and they will call icing. I didn't know if they were going to say we could play that or not, but apparently we could not. So we'll come all the way down to an offensive zone face-off. 11:13 left to go in this first period, second period, some period anyway. We'll get Shorty out there with Will and Cole, Milky and Ole on the blue line. Puck comes down. Shorty's going to chase them behind the net. They throw on the brakes, come back over towards Will. Puck comes out towards the point, but held in there by Cole. Right into a NoCo stick, though. They will skate that out. Centering pass gets picked off by Milky. Milky falls down, can't get anything on that clearing pass, ends up coming back to him. He'll get another chance at this. Can't get it through Will's skates. Now Shorty comes over. But puck comes to Milky. He plays it back to Ole. Ole plays it up to Cole. Oh, Cole couldn't quite get that on the stick. Comes back into NoCo's blue line. They play it off the boards. Milky will skate back to this one. He'll get to it there, take it back behind the net. Plays it along the boards up towards Cole. That will trickle all the way out to center ice. Taken there by NoCo. NoCo goes D to D. Will on the forecheck there as NoCo makes a nice pass all the way up. Goes out of their reach though. Milky intercepts. He'll find Will on the near side boards. Will tried to find Shorty. Hit a stick. Nice job by Will to knock that one down. He goes all the way across for Cole. Cole skated towards the far side boards. Bashed out by NoCo. 10 to go on this one. As Ole lost the handle there. Now he's got to reach for it. Ole does a good job to sweep that one wide as it went down. Then he falls. I don't know if that should have been a trip or not, but Shorty's going to end up with it. Shorty's going to skate this out. He's going to get a full head of steam across the center line. Skates it in all the way down. Tries to come back to Cole. Now Cole picks it up. Shot from inside. Goalie thought he had it in the glove, and then it just fell right out of there. Now Santos tries to pinch in. NoCo will clear the zone. Milky comes over, gets his stick on it. Now he's going to fight for it right in front of the penalty box door. Comes back out to Santos. Santos fires that across to Will. Will's going to skate in, takes a slap shot right into a shin pad of the defender. They take it to the near side boards. Connor, fresh off the bench, is going to try to pinch this one in as the puck comes out towards Cobes. Cobes plays it up against the boards. Oh, Kindig just about had that on his stick as he was coming over. Just about had a good opportunity. Cole's out there, gets it over to Kindig. Kindig tries to collect that. Rolling puck couldn't knock that down and get a shot off. NoCo's going to try to come the other way, but a stick check by Connor turns him the other way. Comes off to Kindig. Kindig gets it on his stick. Kindig's coming in. Looks to load up a shot, and Kindig scores! Kindig picked that up, had a hard time knocking it down. But once he did, he got a couple of skates in, loaded up that shot, and beat him. I think that was high glove side. Don't know if that went in front of or behind the goalie, but it doesn't matter as Kindig scores. Not sure if we're going to get an assist on that one or not. Nice job by Arvada getting a 2-goal lead here as Cobes wraps up the player on the faceoff. Now Connor skates that up, chips it off the boards. Kindig picks that up, skates it up, tries to find a centering pass. He had Linden streaking. Now Cobes takes a shot from near. Linden tries to hold that in, comes to the point. Santos knocks that puck down. He tries to go boards to Linden, ends up getting all the way through to him. Linden tries to skate that in. Now Cobes comes over, takes a forehand swing at that, and NoCo intercepts. They'll clear the zone. Skating 3-on-2 the other way. As they try to make a zone entry, Connor turns them wide, ends up chipping it in behind the net. Backwards pass intercepted by Cobes. Comes back into the corner. Now Connor comes in, takes a hit. Puck bounces around behind the net. Linden's going to skate out to the point. NoCo plays that in off the boards. Oh, I think that was Santos tried to play that up to Linden. Couldn't quite get a solid stick on that. Now Connor's going to pick it up behind the net. Connor lost the handle on that a little bit. Comes up, plays it off to Kindig. Didn't quite clear the zone though. Then played back in. Connor skates back to that one. Tries to get his stick out. I think that was Cobes came flying in there trying to level a hit. Puck comes to the point. Slap shot. Nice deflection in front by Santos. He dropped to a knee to wear that one. Puck comes behind the net. Played out in front. Up to the point. Kindig tries to rush to that. Oh, he tried to go off the boards to himself. NoCo tries to make a centering pass. Picked off there by Santos. He tried to pass it up to Linden, but NoCo intercepted. Now Santos and Cobes will skate over to that player. Puck comes in front to the 2 NoCo players. They take a shot. Malachi skates over, gets the glove on that one. Not a whole lot on that shot, but it was coming in from pretty darn close. Malachi got over there, flashed the leather. No problem there. Getting shook down by the goal can here. Puck is dropped. Lucas is going to rush up to that one. He'll clear the zone. Plays it up towards Lombardi. Lombardi's going on the forecheck. NoCo tries to clear that all the way around. Drew's going to see what he can do to hold that in. Comes back to Milky. Milky takes a shot. Deflected in front by Lombardi. Now taken by NoCo. They spin around the back of their net. Lucas will turn that player around. They'll try to come up along the boards. Milky tries to hold that in. Can't. He takes it back. Stick handles. Plays it in. And we will be offsides. Tried to play that off the boards hard enough that it wouldn't be offsides. And they're going to go ahead and call intentional on that one. Drew will stay out there with Lucas and Lombardi, as will Milky and Ole. Drew on the face, comes back towards NoCo. Lucas skates up to that one. Played in. They're going to wave off icing. Say that deflected as Ole picks it up behind the net. Overskated it for a second. Then he got his backhand on it, plays it up towards Lombardi. Lombardi skates this off, looks for Lucas on the far side. Lucas picks that up, carries it across center ice, takes it into the zone, backhands it in deep. Drew's going to skate back to that one first. Drew gets it to his forehand. Oh, he tried to toe drag and come around the net. Couldn't quite get through. Now Lombardi takes it, plays it on his backhand back behind himself, ends up with it somehow. Lombardi skates in, loads up a shot, hits the goalie. Deflection comes out wide. Oh. Hey, if I won, she doesn't get the money. Big Connor gets the second assist of the game. Puck comes in front. My goodness, I'm here talking about bookie as Lucas found Drew or Drew found Lucas. I'm not sure what combination of those two it was. They had a great opportunity there as Ole tries to keep that out of the zone. Arvada was changing, and we'll get a change here. Ole tried to walk that blue line. They're going to say that puck trickled in over, and we were offsides. So I guess that does answer the question. Connor got that second assist. I saw a stick check, didn't know if they were going to say that was clean up to Kindig, but Connor with the second assist on the second goal of the game. His first assist, second assist of the game, that is. Santos holds that in, plays it into Cole. Cole tried to play a cross ice pass, didn't keep the puck on the stick. Now he ends up with it. He skates it into the corner, goes all the way around the boards. It's going to come all the way out. Connor's going to try to keep that in. He plays it up along the boards. NoCo intercepts. They come around him. Shorty does a good job to take that off the stick. Now Will's going to skate this one in. He's got two back-checking NoCo players, though, and they end up taking the puck. I think they're going to end up calling Shorty there with a trip. So Arvada will go on the penalty kill with 5:31 left to go in this second period. They're going to get number 2-1, 2 minutes for tripping. Defensive pairing will be Santos and Hoganson. Forwards will be Burns and Kindig. Linden on the face-off. Comes back towards the point. Bouncing shot. Malachi's just got to pounce on that one, as that was an end-over-end shot coming in on Malachi. He just throws the body in front of it, pinches that off. Kindig will try his hand at the face-off. Puck comes along the near side boards, played to the point. Goes across, Linden comes out towards that one, sends that player wide. Now Santos comes over, tries to get the backhand out there, chases him around the net. Now they come back to the point. Nice puck work by NoCo. Shoots deflected off like NoCo's sweater. Puck comes down right behind Connor. Puck comes in front, sticked aside by Linden, and they scored. I think Linden tried to play that wide, didn't get all of that one. Malachi was down there without a stick, and NoCo gets themselves on the board. So NoCo answers back here in the second period. 5:03 left to go. It is 2-1. Cobes will be out there with Santos, or with Kindig and Linden. Milky and Ole on the blue line as Kindig plays it up towards Linden. Linden skates onto it. Played out by NoCo. Ole comes across to Milky. Milky knocks that down. He goes up along the boards. Finds Kindig. Kindig plays that in on the backhand. That goes all the way in. Linden's going to skate down to that one. NoCo plays it around behind the net. Played up by NoCo. They'll skate it out along the far side boards. They dump that in deep. Melky's going to skate onto that one. He'll get there first. He plays it along the boards towards Kindig. Kindig comes across towards Cobes and Linden. They're going to say that didn't clear the zone. Now, 88 White for roughing. So Arvada will go on the power play. Cobes line skates off. Drew, Lombardi, and Shorty out there for now. So we get a bit of a hybrid line out here as it's Shorty with Drew and Lombardi. Linden and Santos on the blue line. Puck comes out. Santos tries to hold that in. Ends up coming back to Linden. He's got to recollect it. He goes in the backhand across to Shorty. Shorty tries to play that quickly up to Lombardi. Now Linden will jump up. Linden will carry that in. Yep. Drew was just a half a hair offsides. Couple of coaches' kids skating across the blue line. As we will be offsides, we'll have Shorty on the face here. Drew will skate onto his spot. Puck gets played into NoCo's defender. Lombardi goes on the forecheck, played out by NoCo just past Santos. They're going to wave off icing as Santos picks that up around the face-off dot. He spins around behind the net, looks to make a pass just out of Shorty's reach. Comes all the way back through to NoCo's defender, but Linden does a nice job to knock that down. Now Lombardi will carry it in, makes a move, goes to his forehand, goes to his backhand, comes over to Shorty, and a goal! All three forwards had a trap at that one. I think that ended up being off Drew's stick as Lombardi carried that in. Came over to Shorty. Shorty had a shot at it, bounced to the far side, rebound, and number 8-7 found the back of the net. That should be a point for all three forwards on that one. Lombardi, 2 Shorty, 2 Drew, to the net, 3-1. Arvada 3:47 left to go in this one. Puck is dropped. Lucas will go on the forecheck as it went on. Goes into the Arvada zone. Now Connor comes across. Does a nice job to get his skate on that one. NoCo takes a shot. Weak shot in on Malachi. He gloves that one down. I believe that'll make Arvada 2 out of 3 on the power play for the day thus far. Drew skates up to that one. Comes into the far side corner. Santos chases that player over there. They throw on the brakes, fall down. Santos still tries to stay on it. Comes up towards Lucas. Lucas goes along the boards. Drew tried to skate onto that one, but he got muscled off. Ends up coming out to Lombardi. Lombardi will skate that out. Passes it up to Drew. Drew has it just come off his backhand. Nice D-to-D pass by NoCo. They try to skate it across the blue, and that should be offsides, and it is. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. I'm hurrying.
No, you're not.
Fast as I can go. All right, we will get a neutral zone face-off. We got Shorty, Will, and Cole out there. Milky and Ole on the blue line as Ole skates back into his own zone to pick that up. He goes behind the boards all the way across for Will. Will tries to knock it in with his backhand. Played in weakly by NoCo. Shot on goal. Malachi's got to try to cover that. My goodness. Took him a second to get that one covered, but he eventually put the mitt down. Had a couple parents yelling, "Cover it," as if that's not what was on that young man's mind as he stick that one down and tried to get the glove over it, and just in the nick of time got it covered. We'll keep Shorty, Will, and Cole out there, Milky and Ole, as the puck comes along the near boards. Milky plays it up towards Will. Will plays it towards the blue line, and Shorty helps that one out. NoCo goes D-to-D, then into the zone. Milky intercepts that one. He finds Cole. Cole comes across, tried to find Will, didn't quite get enough on it. Then Shorty intercepts it. He gets skated off the puck. NoCo's going to clear that along the near side boards. Milky holds that in. He goes all the way across, stick to side before he got to Cole, though. Now it'll get up to Cole. Cole comes all the way across for Will. Will wait for that to bounce off the net boards. He plays that in just behind the net. Shorty will skate up to that one. Played behind the net by NoCo. He's trying to gallop, get some speed out. Ends up clearing the zone. Shorty just got out in time. He tries to play that in, but it hits a sweater. Knocked down there. NoCo's trying to stick handle out of the zone. Cole won't let him, though. Now Cole's going to go on the forecheck. He picks it up, plays it on the backhand behind the net. He absorbed a hit, so he decided to give one back out as Milky tries to pinch that in. He'll hold it in, tries to play it deep into the corner. That gets all the way around, though. NoCo tries to play that out, but Shorty's going to come in, get on his stick. He plays it across just behind Cole and Will. Cole collects it. Cole's looking for something to do with the puck. Now he walks along the near side. Goes right behind Shorty. He's looking for a centering pass. Couldn't quite meet Shorty. Now NoCo tries to skate it out, but nice stick check by Ole. Turns him the other way. Played wide of the net. Malachi's going to play that, though. He didn't know if he was in front of the net or not, I assume. Better safe than sorry as Malachi plays that. Comes out. Ole's pass just out in front of Kindig, but NoCo plays that one back to Milky, who gets knocked into the boards. He plays it in, or NoCo, I'm not sure which. NoCo goes D-to-D. They will clear the zone. Gets back through to Ole. Ole looks to find Santos. Nice pass by Ole. Santos, that was Kindig, and Arvada's going to be offsides. Man, that was a great pass by Ole. Came all the way across, found Kindig on the tape. Kindig couldn't quite collect that one cleanly. And they skate in offsides. We'll get a blue line change here as Santos and Connor come out. Face-off won by Arvada. He's going to chase Santos all the way back into our own zone as he picks it up on the face-off circle. Goes up, finds Cobes. Cobes does a good job to keep that puck on his stick. He plays it up to Linden. Linden carries that in. Comes into the middle, just behind Cobes. Now Kindig's going to try to hold that in. He plays it up along the boards. Now Linden and Cobes will fight for it in the corner. NoCo comes away with it. They come along the near side. Played up there. Nice job by Linden. Then Connor holds that in. Fires a shot, glove down in front. NoCo's going to skate that back behind their net. 31 seconds left to go in this period. As NoCo tries to clear, Santos holds it in for a moment. And then NoCo clear along the far side. In behind that player though, so Connor's able to hold that in, play it up. NoCo goes D to D, 18 seconds left to go in this period. As Santos looks to tie that player up. Ends up coming through though, so Cobes is gonna have to skate back to that one. Comes to Linden, we'll see if we can get something going with 10 seconds left to go. 9, 8, 7. Linden comes in, looks to take a shot. Now Cobes takes a shot, glove down in front, and that'll clear the zone and do it for the period. Arvada's playing gutsy today as they're missing some very quality players today with Brian Bracco out. Of course, Hunter, the goalie, out. Cody, the blue liner, out. Feels like I'm missing somebody. As we're missing, well, we're down 2 players on the bench today. And we got 1 substitute, so yeah, that should be 3. Love to see Bracco back out here soon. Hopefully Cody's wrist or forearm heals up, and young Mr. Hunter's hand. So hopefully we'll have everybody back by Las Vegas. I will be back in just a second. All right, we will clear with second intermission. 3-1 Arvada, 14:01 left to go in the third period. We're going to start with Drew, Lucas, Lombardi, Melky, and Ole. Puck is dropped. One there by Drew. Ole's going to chase that one down into his own zone. He backhands it back to center ice. NoCo will take it there. Lombardi skates onto that one as NoCo passes along the far side boards. Played in the middle. Ole's going to collect that one. He skates back to the goal line, plays that up. Not out of the zone. Shot in on Malachi, but Malachi flashes that black leather. Those black pads look sharp with the black glove and the black jersey. As Malachi makes the save. We'll get a defensive zone face-off here for Drew. Melky plays that up towards Lombardi, comes back towards Melky. He's got to come back. Got music playing. As Lombardi's going to skate this out. Somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend. I don't think you could write that song anymore. As Lombardi takes that into the face-off dot. Comes back towards Drew. Now Lombardi's reaching for it. He comes out, finds Ole. Ole's going to find Lombardi. A little back and forth passing there. Comes in front, Drew. Oh, Drew tried to find that. Got on the backhand. But the goalie just had time to get over there. Now Drew's going to take that in. Plays it in back behind the net. Lombardi collects it. Lombardi's looking for a pass. He skates that out, comes to the point. Melky tried to get a shot off. Now Ole's going to have to hustle back. Ole's trying to skate that guy down. Nice hard defense by Ole. My goodness, he was battling that kid the whole way back. Skated as hard as he could. Does a nice job to deny a shot on that breakaway. Really filling in for his D-man there as he worked hard to get on that back check. Because Ole's still out there. Nice job to play that on the backhand up towards Shorty. Ole knocks that down, plays it up towards Cole. Kid's having a heck of a shift. Now Cole's going to carry this one in. Cole goes to his forehand, takes a shot, glove down by the goalie. Great shift by number 8-2. If his mother is watching at home. we'll have Shorty out there with Will and Cole. Santos and Connor on the blue line. Puck comes over towards the near side, played behind the net by NoCo. Connor's going to try to hold that one in, but NoCo's able to chip it out. Shorty on the back check, able to cover in for Connor. As Connor chips that in on himself, Connor's going to skate this one in. He tries to play it in front, comes in front to Will. Will plays Cole. Oh, nice pass there. As Will found Cole. Cole had a nice view of the goal, tried to play that high glove side. Nice opportunity there by those two wingers to come together. Shorty skates up to the dot. Faceoff drops down, comes out towards Cole. Cole plays it towards Connor, but it's intercepted. Now Santos will try to hold that one in. NoCo gets it into the zone. Nice play by Connor, turns that one, and shot goes high into the netting. Connor had a 2-on-1 develop, and he skated over to that one. And NoCo's shot hit his stick, went high up into the netting, so we'll get a defensive zone faceoff here. Coves will be out there with Linden and Kindig as that puck comes out to the blue line, held in there. Oh, shot just hit the post. That was dangerous as that came all the way across. Connor turns that one wide of the net. He'll skate over to that player as they went behind the net. Santos will skate over to that. Santos picks it up, tries to come up to Linden, which he will. Linden collects it in the neutral zone, ends up with it on his stick, backhands it in towards the zone, intercepted there by NoCo. NoCo skates this up. They'll come all the way in. Connor skates over to that one. Player's going to try to take it all the way himself. Goes off the post. My goodness. Dangerous opportunity there as NoCo carried that all the way in, hit a post. Now Connor's going to collect it. He gets skated off the puck by NoCo. They look to make a centering pass. NoCo rubs a NoCo player there as Kindig finds Linden. Linden skates it in. He gets smoked. Plays it over to Coves and it ends up on Kindig's stick. Yeah, Kindig had a shot. Nice save by the goalie. Good opportunity there by Coves and Kindig as NoCo's going to skate this one out. They're going to skate in on Connor. Try to make a move around him. Then Santos sticks that away. Good team defense denied that. As NoCo does hold it in, they play it around the boards. Santos will skate over to that one as NoCo tries to chip that back in. Now Coves comes over. Now Connor comes over. He gets it on his stick. Connor gets rubbed on the boards, gets it up to Linden. Linden comes across, hits Kindig on the stick. He chips it up. Kindig skates behind the player, throws on the brakes, looks to make a shot. Oh, it was going high blocker, but the goalie got up on his tippy toes, got the blocker up and knocked that one down. Nice job by Ole to hold that one in. Good job, Ole. Now Drew makes a move along the near side boards, tries to make another. He's still got a puck. He comes out, tries to find Lucas. Oh, now Kindig plays a backhand towards the net, knocked aside by the goalie. Drew collects that one, comes in front to Kindig. Kindig takes a shot, and Kindig gets himself another one. Number 2 on the day for 3-7 as Kindig took the pass out there with a line that wasn't even his. Doesn't matter as Kindig finds the net. Putting together a lot of passes, a lot of good opportunities for Black on that shift. And eventually Kindig found that one. I'm not sure who got the assist, but it was a Butte. So I apologize to any grandmas out there wishing I could give their kid the praise they deserve, but that was a nice pass. Found Kindig out front. Kindig had a goal. Puck comes back to the NoCo blue line. They go across. Lucas trying to hold that player up. Now they come in. Ole tries to turn that player aside. Shot in on Malachi. He makes the save. Rebound comes in front. Now it's back behind the net. Played out to the top by NoCo. Puck comes in front. Deflected wide of the net. Oh, and then just trickled just wide of Malachi. Puck comes up along the near side. Lucas sees that go around. Now Ole's going to bash that around the boards. NoCo tries to hold it in, but they can't. Now Lombardi ends up with it. Lombardi's going to have a breakaway here as Lombardi goes in. Goes to the forehand. Oh, I think he was trying to make a move to his backhand. Had it trickle off the end of the blade. Or maybe he was just trying to leave it behind. Hope the goalie came with him. Either way, that rolled in. Goalie made the save. Got $5 at ones in the top of this game. Hoping we use all 5 of them as Drew's on the face-off. Here comes Lucas. He plays that towards the net. Ends up getting played along by NoCo. Drew plays that up, tried to find Lucas. Now Lucas comes back, held in at the point by Ole. Ole's going to play that across. Comes across just in front of Lombardi. NoCo will collect on their own zone. Can't clear it out as Lombardi held it, and then makes a nice move and another. And finally, NoCo kicks that one out of the zone. So he'll try to skate in on Milky. Milky takes that player down as he tried to walk around him. Got a hip check. Comes across to Lucas. Lucas has that puck. He goes all the way across ice. Nice pass over to Lombardi. Lombardi was looking to take a hit, so he went ahead and braced for impact. And NoCo takes the puck. We'll get a forward shift here, change as Shorty comes out with Cole. There comes Will. Puck comes along the near side towards Cole. Comes back. Milky will collect that one. Milky picks the pass up to Shorty. Shorty collects it at center ice. He's going to skate this up behind Cole. Comes in across the zone, tries to get it to his forehand. Gets taken down from behind, no call. NoCo will play that up high off the boards. Milky collects in the neutral zone. Now he and Cole fight for it. Still sticking for it. As it comes down, NoCo slaps that one all the way in. Should be icing. And it is. Malachi went back to play it. He played it right as he crossed the zone. He has no idea what the call is. It's like, what did I do? You waited until it crossed the goal line. Then you played it Malachi, so they blew icing. So we'll come all the way down the other way. 8:04 left to go in this third period. Shorty out there with Cole and Will. Santos and Hawkinson on the blue line. Shorty plays it over towards Cole. NoCo's going to try to backhand that out. Santos tries to hold it in, but NoCo is able to clear. We have a 2-on Connor here, but he's going to be the first one to the puck. As he gets to the puck, takes a hard hit, goes down. No call as he goes down behind the net. Oh, then Shorty clears that out right through the crease. He's going to skate it across the center line, then skate it into the zone. Makes a move around a kid about 3 times his size, then makes a centering pass to Will, and Will scores. Oh my goodness, Shorty gave up about 1.5 feet, went under and around that player, then passed it out in front to number 1-1, and McCarty gets the 5th. So that'll be 21 to 1-1, and Arvada up 5-1. You came to me first. Thank you for that. Easier to feed that goal can when the action's not on. We'll have Cobes out there with Linden and Kindig. Santos and Hawkinson still on the blue line. That puck comes in. Santos tried to help that out, but it comes all the way deep. Connor gets back to that one. He gets it on his skate, tries to play it up, almost takes out Cobes in the process, but he collects it back. Now Hawkinson's got it back on his stick, plays it up for Kindig. Kindig tried to find Linden, didn't get all of that one, but he picks it up, gets it on his stick anyway. Now he plays it up for Cobes. Cobes will skate this one in. He goes down. Now Linden's going to chase this one into the corner. Tried to find Santos at the point. Came out to Santos, but he had trouble collecting that one. He just plays it in deep. Now it comes out. Nice pinch by Santos to hold that in. He plays it in behind the net. Linden skates back to that one. NoCo comes away. Goes back behind their own net. Cobes comes over. Does a nice job to stick that one down. Gets it to Santos. Santos goes back to Cobes. Held in. Cobes finds Linden. Linden couldn't quite get that one. Tough plays. You're skating the wrong way to collect that one on the backhand as that came into Linden. Now a shot comes in on Malachi. He's just going to go ahead and catch that one like a lazy fly to lazy liner, we'll say, to short. So we'll go 6 unassisted on that one. As we've got Drew out there with Ole, Milky, Lucas, and Lombardi. Puck comes out to the point. Shot deflected wide. Ends up coming all the way through. Milky gets back to that one. He tries to play it up along the boards, but NoCo intercepts that. Shot goes wide of the net. Come all the way over for Lucas and Ole. Lucas ends up with it. He tries to play it out. Held in there by NoCo, but Lombardi will clear the zone. Lombardi stick handles across the red line. Makes a nice pass to Drew in the middle of the ice. Drew stick handles in. Looks to get a shot. Oh, he was looking for Lucas on the far side. Now Milky steps up. He rips a shot. Kicked down by NoCo. Puck comes back to Milky. Takes another shot in front. Gets all the way through. Drew had a couple whacks at that one. Couldn't get it through. Now Drew takes 3 NoCo players on in the corner. Ends up getting it through to Lombardi. Lombardi's got Lucas streaking. Lucas takes a shot. Nice glove save by the goalie. Oh, Lucas skated that one in. He had a shot. Saw the goal. Tried to get it right over the blocker, but it got into the glove. I guess not over the blocker, over the leg pad. I don't know what the heck to call it. Shin guard anyway. We'll keep Drew, Lucas, Lombardi, Milky, and Ole out there. 5:49 left to go in this one as Lucas chases that one back behind the net. Drew will skate over, as will Lombardi. NoCo does clear the zone though. Ends up on Ole's stick. Ole tries to make a little blue line move. NoCo takes a shot from the point. Weekly goes wide of the net. Lombardi comes back, gets that on his stick. Lombardi takes it around. Oh my goodness. Ended up on the near side post. A little bit of an early whistle as Ole had to come over and help Malachi. Dangerous one as that came off of Lombardi. He's going to skate back and thank Malachi for that one. As that puck came to the near side post, Malachi pinched it off. Tried to cover, and we got the benefit of an early whistle. Not that that puck wasn't going into the corner anyway. Puck comes back to Santos. Santos tries to play it up to Will, doesn't get through. Shot in front, knocked down by Connor. Connor plays it up to Will. Will comes over to Cole. Gets him right in the 5-hole, so he's just got to knock that one down now. He'll skate it into the zone, makes a move. Cole makes a nice pass. Oh, just out of Shorty's reach. Cole had a nice pass over there to Shorty. Now Shorty gets up, gets it, takes a shot that goes over the net, comes over to Cole on the near side. Cole looked to shoot it from a hard angle, got deflected and spied by NoCo's D-man. Now Will tries to hold that in. Comes back to Santos. Santos backhands it along the near side boards. Cole's try to stretch for that one, but couldn't quite get there. NoCo's going to skate this across center ice in on Connor. Connor skates over to that one, gets it on his stick. Tries to clear it up, comes back to Connor. Played up again, now it ends up back through to NoCo. They skate in on Santos. Pass comes in front. Puck's behind a NoCo player. Oh, nice job of, I don't know who. We'll just say nice job of the puck not to go in on that one as it comes out to the blue line. Shot gets bouncing in. Comes all the way through to Malachi, and he just drops the mid on that one. Takes a stick from the NoCo player. He's getting an earful. Connor came back there. Get the attaboy from Malachi, and we'll go to a defensive zone face-off. 4:22 left to go in this third period. Cobes with Kindig and Linden. Milky and Ole on the blue line. Puck comes over towards Ole. He backhands it up. Comes out towards the point. Linden's got it. He skates it out of the zone. Now Cobes plays it up. Comes back through to NoCo. NoCo plays it into the zone. Milky gets there first. Milky plays it back behind the referee over towards Ole. Ole will get his stick on it. He comes across to Linden. Linden's got plenty of time to skate this one out. Linden skates it across the red line. Takes it into the zone. Takes a shot. That's wide of the net. Comes into the far side corner. Kindig's going to try to pinch off the wall. Takes a hit to hold that one, and now Cobes comes over to help him. NoCo ends up with it. They're going to skate in on Ole. Linden comes over to help as that puck comes across center ice. Played in by NoCo there. Comes all the way through to Ole. Ole comes across, finds Linden. Linden knocks that one down. Nice pass by Ole to find Linden. Linden's going to skate this across center ice. He comes in on the defense. Takes a shot, gloved in by the goalie. They didn't want to skate up to Linden, so he just skated right up there. Took a shot, gloved down by the goalie. We'll get a fresh 5 out there as Drew's line's going to come out. Santos and Connor on the defense. Hopefully those legs keep going. We got 3 full offensive lines. They ought to be all right. Hopefully those D-men are okay. Drew on the faceoff gets played back by NoCo. Back of the net by NoCo. They go back to the borders with themselves. Now Drew comes over. Played up along the boards, held in there by Lombardi. He tried to find Lucas, but the defender closed the 5-hole. Nice job by Santos to hold that one in. As he did a little curtsy on the blue line, was able to pinch that one off. Comes over to Drew. Oh, nice work, Drew. Drew's got it on his stick. He plays a shot. Oh, that was just a good play by Drew. My goodness, he had that puck on the far side boards. 2 NoCo players came over to hit him. He walked right in between the NoCo players, hit each other. Then he passed it up for Lombardi for a deflection. Got it on the net, didn't quite capitalize. Nice play though, 8-7. Drew on the faceoff. Comes back behind by NoCo. Lombardi wasn't having it though, turns that player around the other way. They come around the other side of the net. Now Drew on the back check. Forces an errant pass that comes all the way through to Santos, who bashes it off the boards. Taken there by NoCo. They throw on the brakes. Play it all the way back towards Santos. Santos looks for a pass. Comes up along the near side board. Passes it all the way to the NoCo blue man. He comes up, tries to play it in past Santos, but he gets his stick down. Now Connor comes over looking for Lombardi, but NoCo's going to end up with that one. They try to carry it in. Stick checked away by Santos. Shot on goal goes over the net. Lucas is going to try to skate over to that one. Puck comes in front to NoCo all alone. Malachi blocker saved by Malachi. That skater That NoCoRed player was back in there all by himself, and Malachi made a nice save. Puck's in behind the net. There's a couple players down on the ice. NoCoRed player does look a little hurt, so they'll go ahead and blow that one as we got a NoCoRed player down. I don't know if any of the NoCoRed coaches are going to go over to help this kid or just watch him lay down there. Now one of them comes over the boards. Just under 2 minutes on this one. It might be 2 minutes before the coach gets out there. Never going to make light of an injury. I shouldn't probably say anything. That player's up to his knees. Gets the 2 pats on the back from the coach. Makes it to his skates. And he'll skate off under his own power. Maybe those coaches know something we don't. As that player collects his gear, collects his stick, and skates off. Every once in a while, you kind of got to wonder if the coaches don't come over to the boards, do they know something we don't? So we'll get Shorty out there with Will and Cole, Milky and Ole on the blue line. Just under 2 minutes to go in this one. Puck comes to NoCoRed. They play it in. Ole's going to knock that one down. He plays it along the boards, tries to find Cole. It does get through to him. Now Cole skates up, takes it into the zone. Cole stick handles in, looks for a shot. Goalie saw that one all the way, gloves that one down. So we'll get Shorty on the face. Puck comes all the way to the far side. Milky's going to have to hustle over to that one as NoCoRed collects it. They try to play a pass, hits Milky in the stick. Somehow they're on sides, but that's all right. They play it in. Shorty's going to skate over to that one. Shorty plays that through the crease. Puck was heading out of the net, but just fortunate not to have an errant hit off a stick as Cole skates this one in. Makes a nice toe drag, tried to get across, couldn't quite get through. He skates onto it himself, puck comes out, held at the point by Milky. He takes a shot, deflected in front. Oh, Shorty had a chance to deflect that one. As it comes up, Ole tries to hold it in. Still battling along the boards now. Cole's going to play that one back behind the net. Will skates on, takes a big hit. Will's going to get boarded there. He pops up, he skates off, gives a couple stick taps. Will's going to be all right. They're going to send Will too. I don't know what they called Will for, but all right. Anybody make that out? Okay. They're going to say Will slashed him in retaliation. It'll be a 2 and 10 for the kid that threw him into the boards. So will sit out the rest of this game, I do believe, and we'll skate 5-on-5. Cobb's out there with Kindig and Burns as NoCoRed plays that one out. They'll take it along the far side. Kindig on the back check, forces a dump in there. Now NoCoRed takes it in the near side corner. Centering pass intercepted there by Connor. Connor plays it up for Linden. Linden and Kindig are going to be skating up for that one. Plays it up to Kindig. Kindig's looking for his hat trick. He goes high over the boards. Now Connor skates in. He holds that one in. Puck comes behind the net. Now NoCoRed tries to get around Cobbs. Cobbs holds it in. Plays it up towards the net. Cobbs ends up with it again. Plays it back for Linden. Linden passes it through the center, comes all the way out to Santos. Santos plays that one in deep to Linden. Nice pass up there. Linden gets it on his backhand, leaves it for Cobbs. 10 seconds left to go as this one comes out to Santos. 7 seconds as NoCoRed tries to skate it out of their zone. They'll try to skate in. Try to walk in there, and a shot at the buzzer. But Malachi's up to the task, so Malachi will give up one on this one. Arvada will skate away with a 5-1 victory. Got a little chippy at the end, so we'll keep it on for the handshake line. Not sure if I will be able to stream tomorrow, as I'll have the Pee Wee game at the same time, so we'll see what my wife tells me I need to do tomorrow. One way or the other, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. These boys will be down in the Springs tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday.